You understand? So if you don't deal with who you are, the little thing in the home, you make it a big issue. Something that will happen in somebody's home, and it will be like it didn't even happen. They just unconsciously walk over it. It's like nothing even happens. Meanwhile, the same thing happens in somebody's home. It becomes a big issue. It becomes a major issue where people will have to sit down to solve the problem. But if the same thing happened in another home, and it was like it didn't even happen. Because both parties are so mature that that thing cannot operate. You know, so it has to do with who you are as a wife, who you are as a husband. What kind of a man are you? Quick-tempered? Somebody that can tolerate anything? Like a brother told me not too long ago, I don't want to marry. Pastor, as for marriage is out. Why? I don't want all those kind of where did you go and why are you now coming home and blah blah blah, all those things. So to him, marriage is bondage. Are you understanding me? So this is a man that if he mistakenly gets married, I'm using the word mistakenly because it would be a mistake for any woman to marry a man with this idea. So if he mistakenly gets into marriage, there is no way he's ever going to enjoy marriage, because whether you like it or not, as long as you are married, your wife has the right to ask you, why are you now coming? Where did you go? Some men think their wife don't even have right to know their friends. I'm the man. I make friends with whoever I like. No, you are not a man. You are behaving like a boy. You understand? Because a real man is not afraid to introduce his friends to his wife. Praise the Lord. And if you're a man and you have a friend and your wife is not comfortable with that friend, wisdom demands that you separate. We are not saying that you break communication with that friend, but your wife is not comfortable with your association with that person. And sometimes, listening to me, husbands, women can be very sensitive. Very, very sensitive to things that women are insensitive to. When something wrong is going to happen, women perceive it faster than men. So sometimes you may be working with somebody who has evil intention, some ulterior motive. But you, the man, think, oh, he's a nice friend. But your wife just look at this person and she begins to sense something. She might not be able to put a finger on anything concerning him, but deep down in her spirit, she perceives she's not just comfortable with this person. And when she speaks with her husband, a wise husband will find a way of separating. You don't go telling the person, you know, I'm sorry, I wanted us to be friends, but my wife doesn't like you. That's a very foolish way of doing things. That means you are making enemies for your wife. Are you getting the point? So if we are going to build the home, then we must work on ourselves. We must work on ourselves. If you don't become the person that is able to tolerate, that is able to handle, that is able to accommodate, then you are not ready to build a successful home. And like I said, words are very powerful. And when I'm talking about words, I mostly refer to the women, because women are known to be the ones that easily speak words, especially when they are angry. Anything comes out of their mouth. That is why most women will always speak words when they are angry, and after that they regret it. We have some women, every time they are angry, after that they have to apologize for things they said, and yet they haven't changed. They haven't dealt with that thing in them that will make them speak things that is not right when they are angry. But anytime they are angry, oh, when they are not angry, oh wow, they are such lovely wives. Wonderful. But let something they don't like happen, you'll be amazed. You will look at her and you won't think she even goes to church. And after that, they will apologize. Another time they get angry, the same thing happens. So what kind of a wife are you? When are you going to get over it? It's a work. Deal with it. Work it. Work on yourself. Go before God. Cry unto him. When your husband goes to work, when your husband is not around, go before God. It's between you and God. Lord, I hate this thing. And you are my savior. You died to save me from this. Father, let the liberation mandate in the blood of Jesus affect this area of my life. You cry unto God. And you'll be amazed how God will touch that area. But some women would never do that. You know the funny thing that is in the home? Let me say this thing. There are women that will never ever work on themselves to change, but they are demanding change from their husbands. Sometimes when they are angry, they go like, you, this is how you are. When are you going to change? When are you going to change? And they themselves have not changed from the negative things that is in there. Because if you have changed, you won't even be saying those things to your husband. And so, when we come to marriage seminar, you know the funny thing that some people also do. The wife comes to marriage seminar and he listens to the responsibility of the man. That's all she wants to know. She won't listen to her responsibility, the man, so that when she goes home, she's going to tell the man his responsibility. And the husbands also come and he listens to the responsibility of the woman. So they go home, and when something happens, you see, didn't you hear what the pastor said? What a wife is supposed to do. What about the husband? That's why he has forgotten. That didn't go in there. The only thing he heard was the responsibility of the wife. Now, when you behave like that, it means you are selfish. You are somebody who is always thinking of yourself, demanding your right. You want that only which favors you. But the good way to build a home is for the man to learn of his responsibility, the woman to learn of. So when you go home and something goes wrong, you sit down and say, is this something I did wrong? Is this something I was supposed to do that I didn't? You know, so you are holding yourself responsible for what is going on. And that is what will make you wake up. So you don't apportion blames on each other. So that when something is wrong, the man says, you see, according to the Bible, this is the wife's responsibility. And the woman also goes like this, you see, according to the word of God, this is the